Hey everyone, good morning. Can anyone confirm audible or not? Can you hear me?
Good morning, sir. You are audible.
Yep. So you know about this course, right? It's like Node.js. Okay. First of all, to learn this course, some are like prerequisites are required. Let me note it down. One is like minimum knowledge in JavaScript. Minimum knowledge in JavaScript. So do you have minimum knowledge or not? Just you can tell me. Do you have knowledge on JavaScript or not? In JavaScript, there has some specific topics are there. Those are like frequently we are going to use. Those topics we are going to discuss. Don't worry about that one. But minimum knowledge is nothing but okay, how to create the variable, how to create the functions. Okay, how the flow, JavaScript flow is going to work, how to call the functions. Okay, this kind of stuff is required. But the two important major topics frequently we are going to use in JavaScript, which one is one is like callbacks we are going to use. Another one is like promises we are going to use. One is like callbacks, another one is like promises. Frequently, we are going to use this. The next concept is like modules concept. Modules concept we are going to use. Okay, how to create a module, how you can import the module, how we can export the module. These are like very important things. Frequently, we are going to use in our node application development. So basic knowledge in JavaScript is required. These topics we are going to use like frequently. That's the reason I don't want to discuss like what is variable, what is function. Okay, just I want to discuss these three topics. I want to discuss these three topics as like a prerequisites for your Node.js course. Okay, once you have an idea on Node.js, okay, directly we can jump into, okay, once you have an idea on JavaScript, directly you can jump into Node.js. Directly we can jump into Node.js. So the content, what we are going to deliver as part of our course, if you want to see the content, just go to our website, btsschool.com. Okay, here you can find our content, Node.js. Just you can view the content. Okay, here you can find the total content. Okay, introduction to Node.js. Here we are going to discuss like prerequisites, Node.js modules, file system, okay, HTTP, Express, and work with databases, RESTful web services, template engines, and Node with GraphQL and deployment. In our okay, real-time application development, Node with GraphQL, okay, and RESTful APIs, okay, work with database. Obviously we are going to work with the database to perform some operations. These are like frequently we are going to use. Frequently we are going to use. Understood? So before go with our course, make sure you have idea on callbacks in JavaScript. The next one is like promises, and the next one is like modules. Okay, minimum knowledge in JavaScript, how to create the variable, okay, functions. These are like required. Okay, the next thing is like I have one okay, normal question. Usually JavaScript where we can run, usually JavaScript where it is going to run. General question, don't think more. Usually you have a JavaScript code is there, where it is going to run in general. I'm asking where it
Browser.
is going to run. In the browser, right? In the browser, right? Okay, here database MySQL and MongoDB both we are going to cover. MySQL and MongoDB. Here they're not mentioned, but the thing is one application we are going to complete Node with GraphQL. That time we are going to use one database. Okay, Node with GraphQL. That time we are going to use like one database. Node with GraphQL. Okay, we can use like a MongoDB for example. The next one is like Node, okay, with the Express and REST API. Okay, Node with Express and REST. Okay, REST. Okay, here we are going to use like a MySQL. MySQL database we are going to use. Got my point? Node with GraphQL, MongoDB we are going to use. Node with Node with Express with REST, MySQL we are going to use. This is the combination. Okay, this may be changed. Okay, GraphQL we are going to use MySQL, maybe MongoDB I'm going to use here. That is okay. But we are going to cover like two, MongoDB and MySQL. Understood, right? Okay. Okay then. The next thing is like, as you said, okay, in the browser, my your JavaScript code usually is going to run. So my browser can understand only three things. Everyone knows, right? My browser can understand only three things. What are those? My browser can understand HTML, my browser can understand CSS,
CSS.
and my browser can understand JavaScript. Other than that, my browser don't know anything. So usually, before introducing Node.js to the world, JavaScript is going to run in only one place, that is the browser. JavaScript is going to run only one place, that is the browser. Once my node is introduced to this world, we get like one more option to run my JavaScript to outside the browser. We can get like a one more option to run our JavaScript code outside the browser. Got my point? Agreed, everyone? So by using Node, simply what we can do means usually my JS is going to run inside the browser. If you want to run the JavaScript outside the browser, I want one environment. I want one environment if you want to run outside the browser. Each and every browser has the scope to run the JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. But outside, if you want to run, a particular environment is required or not. Okay, that environment we can create by using Node.js. That environment only we can create. Remaining all are like general JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript related stuff, only different modules. By using Express, we can create like REST APIs. By using GraphQL, we are going to create like a GraphQL endpoints. All are like JavaScript related only. But I want to run the JavaScript outside the browser. I need one environment. That environment is going to be provided by the Node.js. Got my point? That environment is going to be provided by the Node.js, so that my Node.js simply allows you to run the JavaScript outside the browser in one server. That's it. Outside the browser in one server. Why I said like a server means, okay, server is nothing but it's a mission, that's it. Okay, which not shut down any time. It is like always up and run. We can interact with that server, okay, to perform some operation. You can send a request to the server, you can get the response. This kind of operations we can perform or not. So why we go for what my Node.js is going to provide you means, my Node.js provide you a special environment to run your JavaScript outside the browser or not. It allows you to run your JavaScript outside the browser in one server. That's it. Got my point? Agreed, everyone? Why Node.js? Okay, now remaining all these many topics are there, then how we are going to implement those topics means those are like JavaScript libraries, that's it. Okay, those are like modules. Those are like modules. Just we are going to use those modules. Got my point? So my Node.js allows you to run your JavaScript outside the browser, inside one server, inside one server. That's it. Now, this particular one Node.js to create the environment, to prepare, to create the server. Okay, Node.js is required. I said, is it like commercial or open source to create the server outside the browser to run my JavaScript file? Okay, will they charge anything to you? Okay, no. My node is like a open source. My node is like a open source. We can run, okay, in any platform, no problem at all. We can run on any platform. Okay, it's like a open source. Got my point? Agreed, everyone? Okay, now my first question is like, what is callback? If you go for any Node.js code snippet, you can see this particular syntax. Okay, once you come to know like what is callback, after that I will show you the syntax in Node.js. Everything is like related to callback syntax only. Now, what is callback? What is callback? First of all, what is callback? Okay, I'm going to write one simple code snippet in JavaScript. Just you only tell me. Okay, you can easily understand, don't worry about that one. Now, yeah, come here. I have a function f. I have a function f. If I write like this, If I write like this, tell me something about this code snippet. My fn is which type? It's like a function type, right? Fn is like a function type. Yes or no? It's like a function type. Okay. The next one is what? Fn is like a function. The next one, how many arguments it's taken?
One argument.
It's taken. How many arguments it's taken? Come on. How many arguments it's taken? One
One
argument.
argument.
Number of arguments like one. Okay, just don't think more here. Okay, general question. Okay, I'm not asking like okay, normal question. Okay, what is the type of the argument? Type of argument A. Type of argument A. Come on, simple.
Variable.
It's a variable only. That's okay, fine. I'm asking type. It's a variable only. It is going to hold different kinds of data, right? 10 is there, number, Sachin is there,
Mm.
string, okay, array, object, like that. I'm asking the type of A is what?
Any type.
Function.
Any type, right? In JavaScript,
Array.
there is no type for the variables. Okay, like Java, okay, Java, we don't have any type. In Java, if you want to create a variable, everyone knows int a equals to 10. In JavaScript, if you want to create a variable, how we can create? Simply var a equals to 10. Var a equals to 10. Now, if you come to the Java, if you write int a equals to Sachin, is valid or invalid? 100% invalid. Why? Because you created a variable with the type of integer. You are trying to assign like a string so that you can get like a type mismatching, incompatible type error. You can get it. But in JavaScript, what happened? You can write my var a equals to such, no problem at all. Why? Because in JavaScript, for this particular variables, there is no type, nothing. Okay, but if you come here, I have a function, it's take like one parameter, one argument, you can say, just I printed. So that whenever, whatever you pass the data, that data just I am printing, that's it. Am I perform any operation on my A? Am I perform any operation on my A?
No.
No, right? I'm not performing any operation, just whatever I'm passing, just I'm printing, that's it. Just I'm printing, that's it. Okay, so that here, if you pass fn like this, what is my output? If I pass like this, what is my output? If I pass like this, what is my output? These all are like valid. These all are like valid statements only. The outputs are what? If you not pass any value, what is the default value for this particular A in JavaScript? What is the default?
Undefined.
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 And if you pass like a 10 it is going to print. If you pass like a Sachin, my Sachin is going to print. Anything you can pass, that passed value just it is printing or not. It is not performing any operation. Up to here, okay, everyone? I'm going to do slight change in this particular statement now. Okay, I'm going to do slight change in this particular statement now. Now, what is that change, See this. This is the previous statement. This is my current statement. What is the difference? What is the difference? In the previous statement, whatever I passed, just I printed. I'm not performing any operation. Whatever I passed, just I printed. That's it. I'm not performing any operation or not. But here, what about this one? Come on. Whatever
We are
you pass,
calling a function.
we are calling, right? Okay, now this particular statement, if you observe any programming language, you can take it. If you see this statement, what you can understand, it is like a calling, right? Calling syntax. You are calling what? You are calling. Okay, so usually in any programming languages, you can take what we can call. We can call
Function.
functions, right?
Functions.
Functions, right? Whenever you written the statement like this, calling, my a calling, the statement is like what? A calling. A calling means what we can call, you said we can call functions only, right? You are calling A means A is like what? A should be what? A function or
Function.
not? Yes or no? A should be a function or not? Now my question, very simple question. Now tell me, my function is like fn. Okay, my function, my fn is a function which take how many arguments? One argument. Now tell me, my type of argument is what? My type of a is what? What is my type of a? Here you said like
Function.
any, but here
Function.
a type is what? Type is a function. Okay, how we can say like a function? Okay, how we can say like a function in JavaScript? No type, but based on the usage, you have to decide that is like a function, number, string, you have to decide or not. See here, you are using a as like what? Here you are using a as like what? Come on. Here a you are using like what? Calling. A calling means a should be what? Function. So my a
Reference.
type should be a function type or not? Yes or no? You should have to pass a as like a function. Yes or no? You have to pass some value to my a as a function. Yes or no? If you not pass, then the time you can get like one error, right? A is not a function. I will show you that one also. Understood, everyone? Okay, here you only said a is like any type. Here you said like a should be a function. Why you said like a should be a function means based on the usage. Here I used a just printing. I'm not performing anything. I'm giving something to you. Just you hold. Okay, you print it. You print it. Just whatever I given, that one you printed. You're not performing any operation in this particular statement. But here, whatever I'm giving, that one you are calling, you are performing some operation or not. Whenever, okay, you're performing some operation, based on the operation, you have to decide the type. You are calling a means my a should be what? You are calling a means my a should be what? My a should be a function or not. Understood, everyone? The syntax is okay or not? Are you able to understand this one or not? If you are able to understand, then the time you can easily understand the what is callback. Okay, done. Now come here. Here I have a function like this. Okay, I have one variable a and b. Okay, now you only tell console.log of a and b. What is the type of my a? What is the type of my b? What is the type of my a and what is my b type?
A can be any type, B is a
Type of
function.
A is any type, B is
Type is
function type.
any type. Okay, a you are doing what? Just you are printing. That's it. You are printing. That means it can be any. If I pass like a 10, 10 printed, string printed, function printed, whatever you pass, that is only printed or not. But here the B type is important. What is this B type? What is this B type? Come on. B you are using like what? B you are using like what?
It's a
Calling,
function.
right? Calling. Your calling B means my B should be what? My B should be a function or not. So can I say my A type can be any, my B can be, B not can be, B should be what? Should be a function or not. B should be a function or not. Okay, now? Okay, then. Now I'm going to remove this statement. I'm going to remove this statement. Yes. Right? My fn is a function. Okay, just for our understanding purpose. Okay, arguments are one. My type is what? Type of arg is what? Function,
Function.
right? Okay, so my expected value is what? Expected value is what? Expected argument. Type of argument is a function. So expected is like what? Function only or not? Okay, now up to here. Now I'm calling fn. I'm calling fn of 10. Okay, now tell me. My type of argument is a function, but you passed what? You passed what? Come on,
Integer.
you passed what? A number. So
Number.
expected what? Come on, expected what? Expected what?
Function.
I'm expecting as a function, but received what? Received what?
Number.
Number, right? Received one number, right? Now tell me, you're expecting a function, you received a number. Is my number is a function? Is my number is a function? No, right? No, right?
No.
So that what kind of error you can get it? What kind of error you can get it? Is my 10 is a
Number
10
is
is a
not a
function. 10
function.
is a number. Okay, it is not a function. So that you can get the error is B is not a function. Like this, you can get the error or not. Yes or no? If you understand this one, callback definition is like very simple. Now, if you come here, inspect it, go to the console. Okay, now if you see this, okay, fn 10. Now see, read it. I'm expecting B as a function, but received what? A number. That the reason B is not a function. Error you can get it or not. B is not a function. Error you can get it. Understood? B is not a function. Now tell me here, what is the error? Come on, what is the error? See, this, okay, analyze. You are calling fn. No? My B is like a Sachin, is a string, but here, based on the usage, my B should be what? Function. Is my string is a function? Is my string is a function? Tell
No.
me, the string is a function. No. So that what error you can get it? Again, same error. B
B
is
is
not a
not a
function.
function.
Yes or no? My fn of 1 comma 2 comma 3. 1 comma 2 comma 3. What is this one? It is an array. In JavaScript, it is an array. My B hold an array. But expected what? My B expected what? Function. But received what? Array. Is my array is a function? Is my array is a function? No. So what is the error? B is not a function. B is not a function. Understood? So when you not get this error, when you not get this error, come on, when you not get this error, whenever you pass this B value as like expected value. What expected value? Function. Whenever you pass the B value as like a function, then you not get this error or not. Till then, other than function, whatever you pass, you can get the same error. Is not a function or not. Why? Because I'm expecting a function. If you pass other than function anything, I am getting like, I'm throwing like the same error. If what I'm expecting, if I'm not received, then the time there is no use of that one. So that I'm throwing an error. What is that error? Is not a function or not. Is not a function. Okay, done. Now to avoid that error, okay, to avoid this error, can you tell me the code snippet here? To avoid that error, just I want to write some code snippet. Okay, let's go. Now come here. Okay, tell me. If I call like this, you know that. If you not pass anything, what is my default value for the variable in JavaScript? What is the default
Undefined.
value? It's undefined. Is undefined is a function? No. So that what is the error you can get it? Again, is not a function error you can get it. Is not a function error you can get it. To avoid this error, here you should, come on, you should pass a function or not. Yes or no? You should pass a function, then only expected a function. Okay, they received also function only. When they received a function, whenever you pass a function, they received a function. So that if you want to pass a function, first of all, function is required. So can I create a function? Can I create a function? How you can create a function? Any number of functions you can create. It is not a matter for us. Any number based on your requirement, you can create any number of functions like this. Done. Okay. In the function body, any number of statements you can write it. That is not an issue for me. Just you can write it. Now, should pass a function. So I have a function in my hand. So can I pass the function? Yes or no? Can I pass the function? Okay. Now tell me, will you get an error or will you get an output? If you get an output, what is the output?
F1.
F1 is my output. You are right. F1 is my output. F1 is my output. Can you elaborate? Very simple. You are calling what? Fn. That's okay. Okay. You pass how many values? My Fn. Tell me something about Fn. Fn which take one argument. Based on the usage, my argument type should be a function. So my B should be a function. That's it. You are calling Fn. You pass what? One value to my B. Value to my argument. So you are passing, that means you are assigning. That's it. My B assigned with what? F1 or not. So now onwards, my B is like a F1. For example, if I replace, for our understanding purpose, my B replace with F1. Now see, you are calling what? F1 you are calling. Whenever you call F1, F1 should be what? Function. Now see, my F1 is a function or not? Yes, no. My F1 is a function or not? Whenever you call a function, my function body will execute, so that my output is like what? My F1 is going to execute or not? My F1 is going to execute or not? Agreed? Come on. All are okay? They are expecting a function. I passed a function. That's it. How you pass it like a 10, 20, Sachin, Dhoni, like that. Okay. Instead of that one, what they're expecting, that one only you can pass it. They're expecting a function. I also passed what? I created a function. I also passed like a function only or not. Yes or no? Okay. Remaining all are like normal JavaScript. Now my B is what? F1. No? B replaced with what? F1. F1 calling means my F1 body will execute. In my body, one statement only there. That particular statement is going to execute or not. In this entire action, in the total operation, how many functions participated in this operation? How many functions participated? Come on, in
Two
this operation,
functions.
how many functions participated? Two functions. What are those?
Fn
What
and
are
Fn.
F1 and
functions
F1.
participated? Okay, one is like Fn, another one is like F1 or not. Now I'm going to give the name to my F1 is like a callback. To my Fn, I'm going to tell like a higher order function. Now, can anyone define the callback? I said like F1 is a callback. Can anyone define what is callback?
The function which passes as a parameter to another function is called back.
Yeah, the function, okay, which you pass as a argument or as a parameter to another function. The function which you pass as an argument to the another function. That kind of functions, what we can say. That kind of functions, what we can say. Callback functions or not. I have one function is there. Okay, I have one function is there. If you pass this function as a parameter to another function, that kind of functions, what we can say, callback. Which function you are passing? Which function you are passing as a parameter?
F1.
Which function? F1. So that
F1.
particular F1 you can say like what? Callback or not. Okay, I'm telling like Fn is like a higher order function in JavaScript. Fn is like a higher order function in JavaScript. See, same concept in Python is there. If you learn one programming language, again I'm telling, remaining all are like, most of the times it's like same. Concept is like same. The syntax may be different. Python is Python syntax, JavaScript has like a JavaScript syntax. But the soul, the core thing is there. Not that one is never changed. Okay, let's go. What is a higher order function? Anyone?
The function
The
which takes
function which
another
takes
function
one
as
I
an
more
said
function
like a
argument.
as a
higher order.
parameter.
The function which take function as a parameter, right? The function which take one more function as a parameter. That kind of functions, what we can say, higher order functions or not. So that my Fn is like a higher order, my F1 is like a callback function. Understood? Okay, na? Okay then. Next. So this F1 is there now. It's like a named function which is having the name, right? So can we create a function without name in JavaScript? Can we create a function without name?
Yes.
Without name? Can I create a function without name?
We can create
Yes, we can create a function without name. That kind of functions, what we can say? That kind of
anonymous
what we
functions.
can say?
Anonymous functions.
Anonymous functions. Anonymous functions. Anonymous functions. The function which is not having the name, that kind of functions we can say like a anonymous function. So how we can create an anonymous function? Anyone knows? How we can create an anonymous function? Anyone knows? Say this. If you want to create a named function, you can give the name. If you don't want, just remove that name. Syntax is like same. The syntax is like same. Now, this particular function we can say like what? Which is not having the name, that kind of functions we can say like a anonymous function. Okay, done. Now, if you have the name to this function, I can call that function with the name. But my question is, if the function is not having the name, those are like anonymous functions. Anonymous functions, how many ways I can call? My question understood, right? Anonymous functions, how many ways? How many ways we can call? We can call. How many ways we can call? One. Anonymous functions, how many ways we can call? Okay, there are multiple ways out there. So let's go one by one. Okay, now see, I'm using console to run my JavaScript code. Okay, now come here. Now see syntax. First of all, syntactically valid or invalid? Syntax error. Syntax error means okay, no reasons, nothing. You should have to follow the guidelines. Syntax error, whenever you get it, it means you not follow the guidelines of that particular programming language. Don't ask any questions regarding syntax errors. Follow that rule. Okay, don't ask like why this one only. Why? Because I don't know. Why? Because okay, they given some set of rules. If you want to use that programming language, you are the person has to follow the guidelines, follow the rules. If you create a anonymous function, you should not leave like this. You should not leave like this. What you have to do? You have to enclose with something like this. Then only syntactically valid. See this, syntactically valid. If you ask the question like, why this you put like a brackets means I don't have any answer. Okay, why? Because that is the syntactical rule for my normal function without having any name. Okay, done. Now this is my function which is having one statement, console dot log of anonymous. Done. Okay, done. This anonymous function, how many ways I can call it? How many ways I can call it? One thing is like immediate invoking. This is my function. Immediately you can invoke. Invoking is nothing but call it. You are calling. You have this particular braces wherever you see. Wherever you see this kind of braces. Okay. Wherever you see this kind of braces. This kind of braces. The prefix should be what? A function or not? Prefix should be a function. That is named function, anonymous function, secondary. That should be a function. Now come here. Now see, these are my braces. Okay. Before that, whatever you have, that should be a function. Yeah, this is a function, right? What kind of function this is? Anonymous function or not? Yes or no? This is called as what? Immediate invoking. Using immediate invoking, we can call a anonymous function. This is called as immediate invoking. Okay, done. The next one. Anyone? The next one. This is my function. Can you assign this function to one variable? Can you assign this function to one variable? Okay, that variable, can you call it? Now see, you can get the error. Okay, error, anonymous or not error. You can get the output or not. Assign this anonymous function to one variable. That variable you can call it. Now tell me, a equals to 10. What is my a type? What is my a type? Number, right? How we can say number? Okay, you assigned 10 means a hold that 10. Okay, so a is what? A value is what? 10. A hold 10. A value is like 10. That's the reason my type of a is like 10 or not. What my variable hold? Based on that one only you can decide the type. Here my a hold what? Here my a hold what? 10 string. What my a hold?
Function.
Function, right? So my A is what? A is what? A is a function. In your hand, one function is there. What you can do? You can call it. You can call it. That's it, right? Yes or no? So that the next another way is what? Assign to one variable or not. Whenever you assign to one variable, directly you can write it. This particular brace is not required. Syntactically valid. This is an important for us. Third one. Anyone? How we can invoke third way? Come on.
We can pass
By
with
passing
callback.
anonymous function to the another function.
As a callback, the terminology you have to use it as a callback. Okay, how? Tell me. I have a function, the same. You can use. This is the one. Can I use this one? Yes. Tell me something about this fn function. Fn is a function which take one argument, whose argument type should be what? Should be
Function.
function. Should be a function. Am I mentioned anywhere should be a named function, should be an anonymous function? Am I mentioned like this? Specific function am I mentioned? Am I mentioned specific function?
No.
No, right? Okay, I didn't mention any specific function. Okay, the fn which take one argument, that argument based on this particular uses, that argument type is like what? Function, I said. That can be a named function, that can be anonymous function. This time I want to use like anonymous function. What's wrong with that? Now, this is my fn. What is the error? You can get it. If you write like this, what exactly the error was in JavaScript? Come on.
B is not defined.
A function, right? B is not a function, right? Yes or no? You're calling fn, you're not passing any data. What is my default value of B?
Undefined is not a function.
Yeah, undefined is nothing but B. B is what? Undefined value. Okay, B is like undefined value. B is not a function, right? Yes or no? Undefined is not a function. Okay, undefined hold with what? B only, na? That's the reason B is not a function. Yes or no? Got my point? Okay, now to avoid this error, you should have to pass what? One function as a parameter. Named or anonymous? Named or anonymous? Tell me. Named or anonymous? Any, right? Any function. They're expecting a function. They're not telling like, hey, I want named function only. Hey, I want like anonymous function only. Okay, they didn't. Maybe if named function, it may be anonymous function. So that I am telling like in this case, I want to use like anonymous function. What's wrong with that? Okay, can I use like anonymous function? How you can write anonymous function? The function which is not having any name. Done. Yes or no? So here, can I write like a console message anonymous? Anonymous. Done. Okay. Now tell me. Explain. You are calling what? Fn. Okay. The control comes here. You are passing how many parameters? How many arguments?
Function as a parameter.
One argument. Okay, you don't have any commas, right? If you don't have any comma, then the term that is like treated like one argument. Now, this one go to where? This one go to where? Go to
B.
fn. Assign to which variable?
Assign.
Assign to which variable? B, right? B or not? So now my B is this one. Yes or no? This value assigned to my B. So this is only internal code snippet or not? Yes or no? Now my B hold what? 10 na, such na, array na, function na. My
Function.
B hold function. If my B hold a function, your calling B means that function is going to execute or not without any errors. Whenever you call B internally, you are calling what? This function only or not? So that this function body will execute. Okay, what is my output? Anonymous is my output or not? Yes or no? So the third way is what? To to invoke your what anonymous functions, you can pass that anonymous function as a callback to another function. You can pass that particular function as a callback to another function or not. Got my point, everyone? So how many ways we can invoke? 3 ways. One is like immediate invoking. Okay. One is like immediate invoking, like this, immediate invoking. Another one is like assign this value, assign this anonymous function to one more variable, you can call it. The next one is like, okay, pass, okay, as a callback to another function. That function is going to call back again or not. Pass this anonymous function as an argument to another function. That particular function call back with another reference or not. Yes or no? These are the 3 ways. Understood? Okay then. Now just general conversation. Okay. You and me there. I given a function to you. What you can do in general? I given one function to you. What you can do? If you have a function,
Call
what
it.
you have to call it, right? If you not call, there is no use. If you not call, there is no use. You have to call it or not. Yes or no? While calling, tell me. While calling, okay. While calling, they may pass some values to that particular function or not. Yes or no? While calling a function, there may be a chance of passing some data or not. Yes or no? Possibility there or not? While calling a function, okay, they may pass some data also or not. Okay, that kind of example, can anyone tell me? That kind of example, can anyone tell me? While I given a function to you, okay, I given one function to you, while calling that function, you have to pass some data. How we can? Come on. Okay, this is you, this is me. Okay, I'm giving one function to you. For example, okay, you have a function, okay, like this only. Now, this is the one. Okay, I'm giving one function. Okay, which function? You know, here I have a function. Okay, now this particular function I am giving. Okay, done? I have a function. Okay, that function I'm giving to you. Okay, yes, I'm giving to you. Now what you have to do? You have to call that function. While calling, you have to pass some data. Okay, how we can pass the data? Where you have to pass the data? The place is here or not? Yes or no? The place is here or not? Now you're calling fn, you're passed like x. X is what? One function. That's okay. Now the a is assigned with x. Now wherever the x is there, just you can replace. Okay, not in the code, for our understanding purpose, just I'm writing like this. You can replace. Now you are calling what? X. Okay, that is I given to you. What you have to do? You have to call with some values or not. You have to call that particular function with some values. So how we can call a function with some parameters? How we can call? Come on, how we can? How we can? While calling a function, how we can pass the data? Like this, you can pass the data, right? Yes or no? Okay, so my x call by passing how many parameters? My x calling by passing how many parameters? Come on, 2 parameters. So that one function called with some parameters means that function hold that values or not. So how we can hold it? Like this, n1 value, n2 value, like this or not. You are calling x, okay, is nothing but you are calling this particular function. 2 values you passed. So my n1 value is like 10. No, my n2 value is like 20 or not, like that. Yes or no? Agreed? The same example, can you do with the anonymous function? Anonymous function, the same example. Come on, how we can? Now you pass it like a named function. I want to pass like an anonymous function now. Tell me how we can. Anyone? Fn you can call. Fn you can call by passing how many parameters? Come on, fn you can call by passing how many parameters? One parameter. What is the type of that parameter? Anyone? What is the type of that parameter? Here, you are using like what? What is the type of the parameter? Function,
Integer.
right? Function. Oh, no, function. You pass some data. That data, integer or string, that is secondary. First of all, a calling, right? It's a function. This time you are passing the data. That's it. My a calling with some parameter, without parameters. This time you are calling a with parameters. You are calling is common. Don't think more about this 1020. A calling is common or not? Last time you not pass any data. See, B calling, you not pass anything. Here A calling is common. You pass some data. So my A calling means A should be what? Come on, A should be what? Function, right?
Function.
A should be function or not? Which kind of function? Named or anonymous? Anything. Okay, any. So this time, okay, last one, I used this one as like a named function. This time, can I use like an anonymous function? Okay, how we can use the anonymous function? Like this, that's it. Now, this function go to where? This function go to where? Come on, don't think more. Go to fn, right? Fn, right? Okay, so that go to fn. Okay, so this value assigned to whom? A, right? So my A is equals to what? This one or not? Yes or no? My A is equals to this one or not? Yes. Okay, now here what you are doing? What you are doing? A calling with how many parameters? A calling with how many parameters? Come on, A calling with how many parameters? 2 parameters. So you are calling A means you are calling this anonymous function by passing 2 values. Whenever the function call with 2 values, 3 values, you can hold that values with what? Some arguments, right? N1, N2, like that. So that you are calling A means you are calling this anonymous function. Okay, by passing how many parameters? 2 parameters. What are those? N1 and N2. What is my N1 value? 10. What is my N2 value? 20 or not? Got my point? Yes or no? Okay, now let me show you some code snippet in Node.js. Okay, Node.js REST and the point example, for example. Now this one only can take it. Can I copy this? Can I copy this? Now, can anyone explain me this code snippet? Can anyone explain me this code snippet? Anyone? One. Listen is which type? App.listen or something else, it is not a matter for me. Listen is which type?
Function.
It's a function, right? You are calling a function. Okay, you are calling a function by passing how many parameters? One number, another one is what? Come on, another one is what? One function. Right? Now tell me, okay, one function you called by passing one more function as an argument. This particular function, what we can say? This particular function, what we can say? It's a callback, right? Callback, right? To whom you passed? Listen. It is which kind of function? Higher order, right?
Higher order.
Higher order or not? Yes or no? Now say this. Okay, what about get? Come on, what about get? Everything is like, okay, callbacks only, syntax. Okay. Now callbacks they used Instead of that one, promises also. If you know callbacks and promises, nothing is there in Node.js, but you should be perfect in those areas. Tell me, app.get. Get is which type? Come on, get is which type? Function, right? Function, right? You're calling means. Okay, see, I removed this one here. What do you think? My get is which type? Whatever I have in between, just I removed. Get is a function, right? Okay, while calling that get, you are passing how many parameters? How many values you are passing?
Two.
Here one value, another one is like this one is like another value or not, up to here. Two values you are passing. Yes or no? So my first value is which type? First parameter type is what? What is the first parameter type?
Variable. The string.
Why?
Variable.
String, right? String. The parameter type is like a string enclosed with double quote or single quote string. The second parameter type is what?
Function.
It's a function, right? Okay, this function you are passing to whom as a parameter? This function you are passing to whom as a parameter?
Another function.
Get, right?
It is
Get
get.
function, right? You are passing this function as a parameter to get or not. Okay, one function you are passing as like a parameter to another function. That function we can say like a callback. So this one is a callback or not? It's like anonymous function or named function. This is anonymous or named?
Anonymous.
Anonymous, right? Anonymous, right? Now this anonymous function called by get by passing how many parameters?
Two.
Two parameters, right? What are those? See here, this is my anonymous function. This anonymous function called by fn, okay, called inside fn by passing how many parameters? N1 and N2, right? Here also same story. See, this is my function, okay, I given to my get call this function by passing two parameters. What are those? Request to response. What is request, what is response? Secondary. But top high level syntax is what? My anonymous function I given to my get as like a callback. Those people call again by passing two parameters or three parameters, whatever it may be. They pass, okay, some values back or not. Yes or no? Come on. Okay, inside this one, read file is there. Read file is there. What is this one? Up to here, it's like a string. Another parameter also string. My last parameter is again what? My last parameter
Function.
again, it's like a function. What kind of function this is?
Anonymous function.
Anonymous function. You are passing this anonymous function as a parameter to which function?
Read file.
Read file. So that this function can I say like what? Callback, and read file is what? Higher order. My read file call this anonymous function by passing how many parameters?
Two parameters.
Two parameters. What are those? Error and data or not? Understood? Any code snippet you can take here. Code snippet. This is only high level syntax. Understood, right? Why callbacks are important? Yes or no? Say this. Anything app.delete or read file or say same story. Wherever you go. Okay, this one is like a modules concept. This one is like a modules concept. Okay, this one is like a callbacks concept. The next one is like a promises. Over callbacks, we are going to use like promises also. That's the reason callbacks, modules, and promises are like very important to learn Node.js. Remaining all are like nothing. Everything is like inbuilt here. Okay, all the modules, okay, all are like okay modules only. Modules is nothing but some libraries which are existed. You are the person, just you have to use it. That's it. Okay, but you have to focus on the REST endpoints, how to create, and the GraphQL endpoints. Nowadays, people are using like GraphQL frequently. How to use it, Apollo Federation, all these things you have to learn. Okay, na? Agreed, everyone? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Okay, today for now, I'm going to stop. Okay, just you can, I'm going to share this video with you. Okay, just work on callbacks. Okay, multiple examples you can write. Okay, by your own you can write. By your own multiple exams, okay, examples you can write it. Okay, tomorrow, okay, just we are going to start with the, okay, modules concept, and then directly we can start like Node.js. Okay, promises whenever it's required, I'm going to tell. Okay, now. Actually, 1.5 hours we are going to take. Okay, today, first day, right? Okay, tomorrow maybe some people join. Okay, we'll see. Okay, up to you, okay, everyone.
Yes.
Okay, then 9 a.m. we have workshop session on TypeScript. If you're interested, that's like a free workshop. If you're interested, just you can join. Okay, the link is here. You can go to the schedule. Here you can find the free workshop link. Okay, here is the link. You can join at 9 a.m. That's like TypeScript. Okay, that's like 1 hour session. Okay, just you can join. Okay, then thank you guys. Thanks for joining. I'll share you the video. Bye.